Hello students, welcome to the online classes. This is your 7th unit, Water. Water is very essential for the life of plants and animals. Water is used for a variety of purposes including drinking, food preparation, irrigation and manufacturing. Water covers almost 75% of Earth's surface. It is called life liquid. Children, now let us know about sources of water. Oceans, lakes, rivers, springs, wells, ponds, reservoirs. But the question is, where do they get water from? Where it is rain. The rain gives water to all of us. It's the rainwater fills in all lakes, oceans, rivers, etc. So, rain is the main source of water. Now let us know the sources of water in detail. Oceans. Oceans are the biggest source of water on the earth. Oceans cover nearly 71% of Earth's surface. They contain almost 98% of all the water on Earth. Next, lakes. A lake is a large body of water that is surrounded by land. Lakes contain less than 1% of the world's fresh water, but they are very important freshwater source. Lakes contain more than 98% of the fresh water that is available for use. Rivers. Rain is the source of river water also. Melted snow from mountains reaches the river during summer. So, rivers overflow. All the rivers flow in their definite route and finally reach the ocean. Children, look at this globe. Blue color indicates the portion of the earth covered by water. Next, springs. A spring is a place where water naturally flows from the ground. Rainwater which enters the earth through its loose portions will be collected as underground water, and this comes out in the form of a spring. So many people depends on springs for their water supplies. Next, wells. Underground water obtained by digging the earth's crust to a certain depth is called well water. Next, ponds. An artificially man-made low-level portion of land to store water is called a pond. Its capacity of water storage is less. It is constructed in such a way that rainwater, which drains from high level, will be stored here. Rainwater reaches ponds by running through rivulets also. Next, reservoirs. Dams are constructed across the rivers to store water throughout the year and to supply water to places where there is scarcity, and also for multi-purpose projects. They are capable of storing water in large scale and they are called reservoirs. Next, let us see the differences between pond and reservoir. Pond, an artificially man-made low-level portion of land, is called pond. Its capacity of water is less. Next, reservoir. Dams are constructed across the rivers. These are storage capable of storing water in large scale. Uses of pond and reservoir. Pond. Ponds are used for the provision of fish and other wildlife. Ponds provide water for agriculture. Next, reservoir. Reservoirs are used to store water for various uses like drinking. They are used for boating, fishing, etc. Reservoirs are used to generate electricity. Children, which source do you collect water in your house? Yeah, you can collect water from tank, well, borewell, etc. Let us see the characteristics of water. Pure water is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. Water exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Salts and minerals dissolved in water are responsible for its taste. Next, biological importance of water. Organisms have enormous quantity of water in their body. Plants and animals have 70% of water in their body. Water is essential for biological activities of plants and animals. Water is required for the growth of plants. Green plants need water for the production of their food. Now, let us know the importance of conservation methods of water. Don't pour excess drinking water in the sink. Collect rainwater. Keep water stored in buckets and tubs in the washroom for use. Close all taps before you step out of the house. Fill half a glass of water to drink first. Refill if required. Talk to friends and neighbors about saving water. Children, by following these simple practices at home, you will not only help conserve water, but you will become a responsible and caring human being. Next, water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies usually caused due to human activities. Water is physically polluted by mud, garbage, paper, food residuals, etc. Water mixed with industrial chemicals, chemical fertilizers, and insecticides, which have dangerous components, turns the water poisonous. Drinking this water may cause diseases like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, etc. Sometimes it may even lead to death. Contaminated water extinguishes the aquatic life also. So, my dear students, in this class we have studied about sources of water, physical characteristics of water, biological importance of water, conservation methods of water, and water pollution. Dear children, till we meet the next time, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.